What's up, everybody? What's up, and welcome back to On the Warpath. This mic's in my way. It's your boy Sanchez 405 coming at you. If you're new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button, hit the bell so you get notifications anytime there's the content posted. And as always, like, comment, share this video out, no matter where you are. If you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, or if you're on Twitter, make sure you share it out because we talk about the Washington Commanders all the time, and it is the world famous, never duplicated Monday After Pill. We get ready to take a dose of reality, and reality hit hard, and a lot of us got back down to earth, right? In the respect of this season, as Washington falls and gets swept once again by an NFC East opponent, the New York Football Giants. Yes, the 8-3 New York Giants. Wait a minute, no, the 3-8 New York Giants, and they have scored two of their highest totals against us. They're now their highest total, 31 points, and Ron Rivera cannot solve the round Canadian mound of East Rutherford, which is Brian Daboll, as he falls to 0-3-1 against him in head-to-head combat. Let's see here. Yo, what's up, Meet the Mets? Yeah, this was a rough one, boys and girls. This was a rough one to kind of digest. I still am on the train of Ron Rivera's got to go. It's a short week, so he probably will get a little grace in this situation, but it's beyond the time for him to go. There's no excuses. No excuses for what happened. You sack a team 9 times, and you get 6 turnovers off your offense. That's something that the math doesn't math up right there. So it's bad. It's bad. I mean, obviously we know that it's bad. What's up, Rockman? How you feeling, bro? I mean, I know how you feeling. But you know, not good, man. Not good at all. This was a game that you think you can win, and the key word is thinking. Every time we find a way to somehow, I think we could have. The Giants could have nobody on the team, and we would still find a way to, like, we would literally lose to them if they fielded no players. I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't get what it is. And, in a little bit here, I'm going to go over some of the ugliest, because everybody says we've hit rock bottom. We've hit rock bottom. We've hit rock bottom. Guys, I'm going to say this. No, we haven't, because we don't know what the hell rock bottom is. We just keep on scratching a new level of bottoming out. Do we stall? Yes. We don't know what rock bottom is. We have yet to find that, because we keep on saying this is rock bottom. This loss was rock bottom. What did we say? A few weeks ago, it was rock bottom. 2 years ago, it was Dallas. When we lost to Dallas 56-14, that was rock bottom. Hell, we don't know what rock bottom is. Now, granted, we lost to both backup quarterbacks to the New York Giants. We didn't see Daniel Jones this year. We didn't see him. We lost to Tyrod Taylor, so we lost to a punctured lung, and then Mama's boy. We lost to Mama's boy, who went home in his childhood home and celebrating his first victory as a starter in the National Football League. You can't make this up. If I had told you this 3 months ago, nobody would have believed it. The fact of the matter is, nobody would believe that the Giants would have been down to an undrafted free agent quarterback, and they probably would believe we are lost to them, because that's what we usually do against the Giants. But we look at it now, we have lost 3 straight, and really haven't won a meaningful game against the Giants since week 2 of 2021. It's old. Let's see here. That was a very ugly game. That's right, Patrick West, HTTC, yes, all the way. Eric Barber says facts. Like, I'm not here to sugarcoat things, and y'all know I don't sugarcoat things. And I was able to clip off some of my reactions from the Ron Rivera press conference, and y'all saw it here, and it's got some traction on Twitter. And I thought it was hilarious that I got one tweet. I didn't respond to the dude because Twitter's not a real place, and neither if you're not stoned enough to put your own face on there, what's the point of acknowledging it? But they had the nerve to say that I was a hypocrite for judging Ron Rivera, and I'm like, clearly you don't listen to what I say. I defended the man. I've defended Ron Rivera. I think I've defended him this year. When people are like, well, we're done with Ron Rivera. We're done with Ron. They were like, we're done. I said, all right, now you can give him a little bit of time. Give him a little bit of time. We'll figure it out. My shift started coming after that Cleveland game. Well, really, during that Cleveland game, when he was like, let's just go ahead and keep Carson Wentz as start. Let's move him in. Taylor Heineke, I had a bad. And I even told Paulie, I said, when I went up to the Sunday night game, which another game we laid a egg against John, I told him, I said, you know what? I think we're going to see Carson Wentz again. Because if you were at that game, Carson Wentz was warming up, trying to stay warm. He was throwing the balls like he was expecting to go back into the game. And then what happened a week later at San Francisco? They didn't think Taylor Heineke was playing that well. They took him out. There was Carson Wentz in there, which led to the start in Cleveland. I think that's where the downfall began. I really do. I think that's where the downfall, the collapse. It's that when then what Ron said was was saying that he's like, we can be eliminated. I'm like, you know this. But the fact that you said that, so it'd be a running gag, I question your merits. Yeah, it was. Yeah, and I know you did. I know you did, Roger. And I've said, you know what? You gotta give them a chance. You gotta give them a chance. We can't be firing people 2 years into their terms. I thought when Arizona fired Steve Wilkes, I thought that was bullshit after 1 year. What's up, Ref the District? What's up? Also, to y'all's tweet, we haven't seen enough of Fedarian Mathis. He's still recovering from his injury. Can we still be friends after that, please? Just a pathetic one. Never ready. This whole stuff. Is my mic going out? Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. Thank you. There we go. Boom. How do I sound now? Thank you. See, nobody ever tells me that you guys and Steve are the only ones that, because it came out of the switch before I started. Thank you. Sound better? Anyway, we'll tap it and we'll say, yes, Fedarian Mathis is still recovering from an injury. Can we still be friends? So, boom. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. I knew it was. When you said that, I knew exactly what you were talking about. Let's see. I disagree that we have zero talent, because every roster doesn't, like, every roster not going to have A+ guys on their roster through up top to bottom. Right. I get what you're saying. I wouldn't say you got zero talent. I think you got talent in play. I think Jahan Dotson is talented. I think that Sam Cosmi is talented. I think that Cam Curl is talented. Do we have a lot of them? No, I think Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen, they're talented. I think sometimes the message gets stale too. Kind of what you said, Roger. High-end number 2 wide receiver. I mean, you look at somebody like Patrick Mahomes, right? Would you consider? I'm not talking about Patrick Mahomes in general. I'm talking about his receiving crew.
Did he have A+ guys? He had a whole bunch of 2s. You can win with 2s. Hell, you can win with 3s. Then you need an elite? You need somebody elite somewhere, like a Travis Kelce? Yes. But you can win with 2s and 3s. Hell, Belichick did it for years. Belichick did it for years. He didn't win no Super Bowls with no damn Randy Moss and Wes Welker. They did have Edelman those times. He had Edelman. But, I mean, he had these, what they won with 2s. You can win with 2s. Sometimes, like you said, it's a coaching thing. Eagles ain't won no Super Bowl. San Fran hasn't won no Super Bowl last time I checked. If that's the ultimate goal. Right. I agree with that. A+ players, 5 to 8 of them. And where you have them at? Probably on the defensive line. In the secondary. Possibly a wide receiver. But that's to my point. He still had 2s. He still had 2s. He had the A+ player at the quarterback spot. That's like saying Andy Reid has Mahomes. A+. A+ guy. I think a lot of this has to do with coaching. And I've said this before. I said sometimes when they've drafted players, it's taken them a year to get up to speed. That's the one thing. It's taken them years to get up to speed. Look at all the talent that's in the Chargers. A lot of people, they consider Herbert an A+ quarterback. I don't. But a lot of people do. Boy Genius has Keenan Allen. Mike Williams is a real good receiver. Hell, they've had they've had Mack on that defensive side of the ball. They ain't winning. They got old, but they got D+ coaching. Right? Patrick, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. I know you're trolling at this point, but that gun. That's you might as well go in Atlanta, buddy, if that's the case. Yeah, I get it. I get it. We got a lot of holes to fit. And you look at there's some teams that turn around within a year once you have a new voice. I'm not saying we are that team, but if you actually get a structure built correctly, Josh Harris finds a general manager. General manager finds a head coach. Head coach puts his people in position. They evaluate the roster. They get rid of what they don't want. They keep what they. That's why you got rid of Chase. That's why you got rid of Montez, right? Because in the quote, there's some quotes going around in the media that they want to get rid of the stench of Dan Snyder. And I mean, that's what you do there. He got hurt. We're the worst time in the yeah, we do. We have a bad time. We have a bad time. We always have a bad time, Shaq. We do. We have a bad time. Yeah, so I don't know. Anyway, let's take a look at some of these daggone numbers because I don't want to look at some of these numbers, but we'll take a look. I don't know. I'm gonna say it before he needs to go. Whenever you find it, I don't care. I'm gonna say this again. I'm not gonna say it anymore. Ron needs to go. Put me in the category of Ron needs to be fired. His ass needs to go. This is it. Bye. Write it out. Done. See you later. Have a nice day. Thank you for your time. That's it. I'm not rooting for it. I don't care when it comes. I know it's going to be at least in the next 6 games. Boom. Boom. Thank you. Thank you. Who's that? Is that Nathan or Stoner? Thank you for proving my point. Thank you. And they got a most on the, yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for proving my point. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Jags, I don't win. Hell, don't you remember, like in Washington, when Joe Gibbs was Super Bowl, he ain't win with nothing but Jags. Timmy Smith ran through the Denver Broncos. He wasn't nothing but a Jag. Come on now. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Chop Chop. What's up, Chop Chop? There's no words to describe this team. Inept, disastrous, chokeable. Yeah, no, that's what we are. Thank you, Stoner. Cheers to you, sir. Cheers to you. See, Stoner, I told y'all, Stoner's like my spirit animal. Yeah, unprepared. Yeah. It's a whole lot of words. Inept, unprepared. Yeah. Yeah, the Chiefs do have the A+ players and Jake. They got a lot of Jags then. Our problem is we have 0 A+. We got a lot of Bs. I think Terry's a B. I think Terry's a B+. I think Jonathan Allen's a B+. Deron Payne's B+. Might be, last year was an A-. Yeah, you got guys there. I think we got a lot of C's there. It's like when you used to look at Sport News, used to put out they used to put out that pamphlet every year rating the teams and stuff, and they would give you like a star, a circle, a square. I think it was a square, then a circle, and then a triangle. So, and it I think the circle was like uncommon, or they're just very average. Then the square was slightly better. The star was top tier, and then the triangle was like, the B+ C level. Yeah, that's what it is. Let's see here. I hope Sam gets to eat turkey leg if we win. It's a big if. That's a big if. Do you think you guys will ever turn into a winning team? At this point, the Commanders have proven that losing is a part of their culture. That's a good question. I always wonder this when it coming from a Cowboys fan. Do you guys actually think you're going to win the Super Bowl eventually? Because y'all continue to be a choke joke. Hey, you asked the question. I'm coming in. I'm gonna come in hot. I don't care. I hate you, Shaq. It's all love, you know that. We getting curb stomp. We might get curb stomp. They should curb stomp us. It's like when Chase Young comes back here. He should sack us 4 times. Woo, gosh. This team has failed to get the most out of its part. Yes, it's on the coach. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. Indian Lake, Ohio. Yeah, that I think it's clear that it is coaching. It is very clear. You can tell that it is coaching. Like you look at your secondary, right? Chris Harris was here, very energetic, and it always seemed, even when the secondary struggled, they found a way to come correct and be a little bit better. Shout out to Robert Club for the like on Facebook. Thank you. We don't see that with this team. We don't see that this year. And they shift to Jack's guy, Brett Vesselmeyer. So there's one of those things. There's one of those changes. Like I said, it's another coaching thing. Gotta go. You gotta go. Robin Harris. Roger's correct. 0 A+. Hence 4-7 record. Yeah, I agree. They ain't got no A+. I'm just saying that I think it's disingenuous to say that we don't have those guys on here. That we don't have like B players, that everybody's just a Jag. There's no talent. Because I just don't think that's that accurate. You know, I mean, you look at some of these other teams, that'd be like the Giants, right? Like if somebody said the Giants didn't have talent. They got Dexter Lawrence on that team. I think Dexter Lawrence is very talented. He eats us up, and he's a space eater, right? So they got that. I mean, every team's got talent. Oh, let's see here. Rudy, I only want to keep Ron so we can get a top 5 pick on his way out. I don't give a damn about these draft picks because you don't pick any. Like, what says that we picking in the top 5 is going to get us some? Like Cleveland for years picked in the top 10. For years before they started getting right. Picked in the top 10. How did that work out for them? And they had the general manager set up. I don't care about draft pick position. I really don't. If you want somebody, you're going to get the ammo to go and trade up. What you really want to watch out for is they go out and trade for one of these coaches that might be out off the get ready trade, like the Belichick and everything. That's where you got to work at your draft capital. Because my thing is, I don't mind Bill Belichick, the coach. Do I think he's a little old? Yes. Am I a little ageist when it comes to my head coaches? Absolutely. I will admit that. That is a flaw of mine. But I think with Bill Belichick, if he does decide to come down here, I think he's going to want full control. I've seen some Bill Belichick's drafts. They don't work out. They haven't worked out. But like you said, like Roger said, the hoodie had Brady. I don't know. Tom Brady going to come out of retirement for us? If so, it's good. Let's see. Toronto, what's up? Commanders are still good. No, sir. Oh, my God. That's terrible. He became a Dallas fan? Really? You became a Dallas fan? Ugh, gosh. Come on, now. What's up, Rock, man? Corey, do you think that the players lost confidence in Ron's plans to make this team better, especially with the losses of players being traded? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not in the locker room. I can't really tell you that. I see that they are low energy. They look unprepared. They look lackadaisical. They look checked out. I told y'all last week against the Seahawks when I saw the pregame thing, and they were like kind of just standing there, and John Allen's trying to get them pumped up. I thought that lacked energy. So I don't know. I can't really say, but I do. I mean, for me, from what I think, yes, I think they have checked out a little bit. This team, we don't know, man. This team is soft, offense and defense. That's the real problem. Zero toughness, physicality, especially in the trenches. You need to add finesse, a finesse mentality to these bums, and you get a 4-7 record. Oh, you add a finesse record. Well, there you go. Let's see here. What is it about the Giants we can't beat while the rest of the NFL easily beats up on them? We're Washington. That's all it is. Do you think Ron has hit rock bottom? I don't think we know. Like I said this in the opening. I don't think we know what rock bottom is. I mean, it could get a lot worse. Now, are we scratching? Are we scratching? Yes, we are. And we might be at the bedrock, but I don't know if we're rock bottom. I just don't know because we keep on redefining. We keep on moving the goalposts back and saying, well, this is rock bottom. Oh, this is rock bottom. Like, we've really hit rock bottom. Like, I've been a fan of this team since back in the mid-90s. And I can tell you, I've seen at least 4 rock bottoms. At least 4 rock bottoms. That's my thing. So I don't know if we've hit rock bottom yet because I don't think we know what it is. To me, rock bottom is 0-17. Now, are we terrible? Yes, absolutely. Are we bad? Yes. Are we horrible? Yes. But I don't know. I can't really say that we're rock bottom because we haven't. We always meddle in between. The worst I've seen is 3-13 season. That's close to rock bottom, but I don't think that's rock bottom. I think when people say that, I'm like, well, you keep on saying it. What is official rock bottom? I forgot I had super chat here. Eric, appreciate the super chat, bro. Thank you. Let's see here. Been a fan. Yeah, I'm not gonna change either, bro. Let's see. We have the dumbest coaches in the league that uses a flawed scheme and don't preach and teach any toughness or physicality along with a bad roster. What's up, bro? When you have players from other teams criticize your O-line play and your defense, it's not good. Absolutely, yeah. Though what is it? Hodden said something about the we were playing that man coverage and they decided to attack it. Yeah, you're right. Deontay Banks, he was like, I locked down number 17, but he did get bankrolled that time by Sam Howell. And I even thought that fight was going to do something to kind of light their fire a little bit. And they was like, pfft. Jets got a good defense, though. That, to me, that's not rock bottom. See, we're moving the goalposts again. We're moving the goalposts. That's rock bottom. Is 4-13 rock bottom? No. Oh my gosh. That's rough, man. That is rough. Let's see here. We're good now. Here we go. Let's see here. When we lose to the 49ers, that will be rock bottom. Okay. Tampa Bay, the first 2 seasons. That's rock bottom. That was a expansion team. So what teams do we beat in these last few weeks? I don't see a win. I don't see a win either. To be honest with you. I don't think we win any down the stretch. You think EB shattered his coaching chances? I don't think he shattered them. It's just not going to be here in Washington. That was set up to fail from the jump. That was definitely set up to fail from the jump. Let's see. Being swept by the Giants is rock bottom. There you go. Let's see. 30 years of not winning shit. I'd say we are at rock bottom. Hey, what about the team that's been 40 years? 50 years? Rock bottom. Rock bottoms when fans put the total blame yesterday to Sam Howell, and we should draft a quarterback. Yeah. And you won't get that with a fifth-round draft. I mean, Sam didn't do himself any favors yesterday, right? But it wasn't all on him. Brian Robinson put the ball on the carpet. Byron Pringle on the kickoff return put in the ball on the carpet. And then Chris Rodriguez, when they were driving on one of their better drives, putting the ball on the carpet. It's like so snake bitten. I do agree with that. I agree with Roger. I kind of agree with Roger more than I like to admit, but he's a running backs coach learning on the job is over. Please, it's preposterous. Brisket could probably have got the fourth quarter winning drive. What makes you say that, Patrick? Oh, I'm interested in that. I'm interested in that. What makes you say that? Let me see. Okay, I'm looking at the wrong thing, but let's get into what I liked and what I didn't like from yesterday. I got to pull up the game book. What I didn't. Let's go with what I did like. It ain't much. I like David Mayo early on. He had 2 sacks. They were coverage sacks, but it did. I like the fact that the defense got 9 sacks. I like that. Granted, it was, it was all smoke and mirrors. I like the fact that we had we had 1 penalty and lost the game. We had 1 penalty, lost the game. I like that. I like the fact that we had 1 penalty. There you go. Other than that, because I gotta find something positive, right? We gotta find something positive. I like the fact that we ran the ball. We ran the ball 28 times. I like that. I like the fact that we ran the ball. I think it's too late in the season, but I like the fact that we ran the ball. I like the fact that even though we are a trash pit of an organization on the field, I like the fact that our team, even though Curtis Samuel got ejected, I like the fact that our team, like Charles Leno, went over there and defended his quarterback right away. I like that, and it could have been like you could have let him there sulk for a little bit, but no, you didn't. I like that. You had your players back. So to me, that shows you that they do have each other's back. So that I like that. Yeah, I like KJ Henry, man. KJ Henry, the rookie, came out there, played. He had a sack and a half. I like what he did yesterday. That's something that's building towards the future right there. And maybe get some more opportunity. He'll get his opportunities against Dallas. FAL Bottas out for the season. I liked it. I liked what I saw out of him early on. And I thought Quan Martin had some spots where he looked good. So that's what I liked. That's all I liked. That's it. That's all I like. Okay. What didn't I like? Oh, God. Let's go. I'm going to get into my what didn't I like after I read these comments. Let's see here. We super trash. One thing, don't forget, y'all, I'm going to get to your calls here. We'll probably go a little bit longer than usual. We super trash. One thing that really pisses me off is the amount of resources we waste on defense side of the ball only to get smoked week in and week out. I hear you. Big Money Sonny. Look, that's a cool name. Brian Harding says he getting paid and all, but I really feel bad for Terry. Yeah, that's been disappointing too. Funny how John Allen be the most vocal when he makes no game change play. He did have a sack though. He did have a sack. He had a sack and a half. Deron Payne did okay. You still didn't answer my question about Brissett. Let's see here. 9 sacks. Comment, bro. All smoking me. Yeah, that's what I said. I mean, shit. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? The guy had a sack. You gotta highlight something. Like, really, you got to highlight something. Hell, I was looking for. I said I need something just to put positive out there. That's what my Instagram clip of the game. Like David Mayo. That's Paulie's favorite player. EB was the one who endorsed bringing Andrew Wiley to Washington and was slow to start Chris Paul and Tyler Larson. Yeah. But I think that has a lot to do with that room too now. That has to do a lot with Ron. I think that has a lot to do with Ron too. Because Ron, we know, has been slow to change on a lot of stuff. Let's see here. Charles Leno has been doing this all year. Doing that all year. I like that. Charles Leno, he's on the list of things I didn't like either. Let's see here. We had 9 sacks, but gave up big plays to Tommy DeVito, so still not good. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Marcus. I ain't disagreeing with you, brother. I agree. You 110% right. They send some bum off practice squad at the end, like it's going to help these bums. Well, what would you do? You ain't got a defensive end. What you gonna do, Raj? Like, are they supposed to not go and fill the roster with somebody? Come on now, man. Come on, you been there. Let's see. Chase Young gonna have a field day on it. He should. He wouldn't have underthrown a PI out of bounds. Maybe he might have. You never know. He's a sitting duck. Sam don't stay in the pocket at all. EB is going back to running backs coach on a new staff. That's about it. LOL. There you go. It's like the Belichick experiment. Like his head coach, his assistant coaches don't make good head coaches. So what did I like here? I hated the six turnovers. Started with Sam Howell overthrowing De'Ami Brown. They had an interception there. Then we fumbled the ball. And who was that? That fumbled the ball for us? Robinson. Pringle fumbled on the kickoff. We was going to get the ball back. After a beautiful return, we were going to get the ball back. And he put the ball on the carpet. Pringle, the same way. That's what Pringle. I don't know how Brian Robinson didn't lose his fumble. I still today, somebody please explain that to me. How how they wound up getting that ball back. I don't know, but it was by the grace of God. Chris Rodriguez, Logan Thomas, that's who it was. Forgot about Logan Thomas trying to stretch out the play, looking like he's Chicago. That's what Logan Thomas does. We wear these black uniforms, and I'm not hating on the black uniforms just yet. Y'all just leave it be. Leave it be. Leave me be. We sit there, right? And Logan Thomas, and he had the most targets, I think, out of anybody on this team. Let's look. He had the second most targets. He had 8 targets, 5 receptions in the game. He tied for the lead in receiving yards, 58 yards. And Sam was trying to force that ball to him, kind of like he did against Chicago. So it's like Chicago all over again. I didn't like these fumbles. Chris Rodriguez as well. He's young, but that's the second time he's fumbled a ball this year, I'm pretty sure. And it cost the team. I think I was at the Arizona game, so I think that was it. So he fumbled the ball 4 times, and we lost it 3 times. So technically, we should have had 7 turnovers, but we didn't. What did I like? I didn't like the fact that Tommy DeVito came up in here and was able. The defense played so soft on them, couldn't get out of their rigid structure, and let him dice it up. He literally diced us up. Burnt toast and coffee time. And I mean, kudos to him for what he did. Can he do it next week? I don't think so. You know what? I would pick the Giants opponent, whoever they play. I'd pick them to win next week. But this is what our guys do every single damn time. I mean, there was a stretch in the early 2000s where we kind of late 2000s, 2010s around Shanahan, like we couldn't beat rookie quarterbacks. Like we could not, and there you go. Another issue. Can't be no rookie quarterback. But yeah, the dude who looks like he could have been an extra in The Sopranos, lives at home with mommy, beat us. The other thing I didn't like, Saquon Barkley did not have a rushing yard didn't have positive rushing yards until the third quarter, midway through third quarter, early fourth quarter. He finished with 83 yards on the ground. And it all got set up by his 36-yard rush. And from that point on, homeboy went to town. He had 2 touchdowns against his 2 kids. That's where I want to see, when did that, let's see, Saquon Barkley. Where you at, Saquon? I want to find this. Hell, y'all, I think this was New York Giants. Yeah. Yeah, it was the third quarter. Okay. I'm going to make sure I was looking at this right. He was Let's see. He didn't have anything. And even to that point, that it's still the 36-yard only got him to 36 rushing yards on the ground at the time. He's got over 1,000 all-purpose yards against us. He's working on having 1,000 yards rushing, which he could probably break that next year if he's healthy. I think he's got over 10 touchdowns against us too. Does Saquon Barkley? We keep on treating him like a regular ass dude. I don't like that. I don't understand. A guy, they find a way. Even when you take one thing away from Saquon, he found a way to beat you. And we don't ever check down on it. And then Darius Slayton. Darius Slayton somehow, he comes like, nobody hears about Darius Slayton until he plays us again. I was at a game where he went, he had some good games. So yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like Sam Howell's daily. I thought he forced some passes, those 3 interceptions. I didn't like EB's play calling. I still think that, you still didn't do enough to get Terry McLaurin involved. Jahan Dotson, another under 30-yard receiving game. He did have that touchdown at the end of the game, so he had another throwaway touchdown that didn't help him anything. And, that last interception by Sam Howell that went to Isaiah Simmons. I mean, it just was the coup d'etat for us. Let's see here. Let's see. Paul and Larson are maulers, power linemen. EB ain't about that life. He wants finesse linemen to run his soft-ass offense. That's why Wiley is here trying to beat Kansas City East. Hey, but Kansas City East, they be winning. Kansas City be winning. Kansas City, the real Kansas City be winning. Let's see. De'Ami Brown dropped the ball. Could have. Yeah, he did. If we can be balanced, we can be balanced. We can be better. Plus, I'm sorry, I'm late. I'm watching Louisville basketball against Indiana. Are they losing, Marcus, like they usually do? How bad's Indiana beating them? Yeah. So I want to do one more thing before I open these calls up. I want to take a look, and I was kind of doing this earlier. It's an exercise in futility because it's been about the rock bottom situation. And I go back and I look at some of the worst. Went back and looked at some of the worst losses in the Ron Rivera tenure. And I think the one loss, we look back, there's about 3 bad losses here. Back in 2020. I think it started with the Baltimore Ravens game, and that was the Dwayne Haskins benching game. I thought that was a bad loss right there because they said, he was still making an experiment, a microcosm in the middle of an experiment. So I thought that was a little odd. I thought that 31-17, Lamar Jackson, he had some big plays against us there. That was one of them. The New York Giants game where he tried to explain, and granted, I get wrong, going through the cancer treatments and all this stuff, but he tried to explain why he went for 2 in New York on the road when nobody was in the stadium. That was bad. That was bad. Cosme at right tackle. You want him at right. You want him at guard. You want him at guard last year. Let's see what I thought the Panthers game during 2020. Remember we played the Panthers and they jumped out on us 20-0. Dwayne Haskins started that game. It was his second start after Alex Smith couldn't go. And I thought that was a terrible game. Turned the ball over. They looked unprepared. They didn't look ready. And then after that game, that was when Dwayne Haskins got cut because he was out there partying. And they were supposed to be on like the COVID protocol and anything. I'm not getting into all that stuff. But this was a game that you could have clinched the division right there. And also, it would have clinched an opportunity for you to go to Philadelphia and to have a 500 record. I thought that was a terrible loss. So that's 3 losses right there in Ron Rivera's first year. I'm like, these are ugly. Let's go to 2021. We take a look at some of the losses there. And I thought it really started early on. We look at the Buffalo game. The Buffalo game where we came out, we were playing against one of the top tier teams in the league. Looked bad against them, got unpantsed. 43-21. The Chiefs came in here. That was an ugly loss. The Broncos, that 17-10 game that nobody seemed like they wanted to win. And we still had an opportunity at the last little bit to take the game to overtime, and we couldn't do it. We turned the ball over twice. I thought the Dallas game in Dallas, 56-14, awful game. That kind of is the definition of a rock bottom game right there, if you want one. Last year, let's take a look at it. I thought it started out with the Detroit game where we didn't show anything against a team who we thought maybe we compared and matched up well with better. I thought that was a bad game. I think the loss against Philadelphia was bad. Oh gosh, let's see here. There's a couple. The Cleveland game last year, the New York Giants game on Sunday Night Football. That was, we didn't want that game. Came out, didn't look ready. Cleveland, I think that was a rock bottom game. You turned the ball over 3 times. Ron Rivera said, "Oh, we can be eliminated today." And guess what happened? The Green Bay Packers ran all over the Minnesota Vikings, and they kept their playoff hopes alive for one more week. And then now we look at this year, we get both the Giants games, the Buffalo Bills game again, and I think those were kind of your rock bottom, terrible losses, and the Chicago game right there. So there you go. That's what we got. Boom, boom, boom. Those are the losses that I think really spell like through this tenure. They are the type of losses. They're very similar, and they're to an array of different opponents, different types of opponents. Like it doesn't make sense that we can go to Philadelphia, undefeated Philadelphia, and ice up with them, and then we go to then we play Cleveland or something. We lose it, or the New York Giants, and we lose to them or tie with them. They don't make sense to me. But that's all I had for it. So I'm going to do the exercise in futility. I will ask you all, if you call in, please make sure you respect each other's time. Let's limit it to like 2 minutes. We get in, we get out on here. Y'all know what the number is. Or if you don't, I'll give it to you right here. The banner is there. It is right there. Hey, look, there we go. That's the number. I've unlocked. The line is now open. So if you want to give a chat, give a call, go ahead, and we will. I'll take your call and we'll talk about. Give me. Let's see here. Let's keep a structure then. Give me one thing you liked, one thing you didn't like, and give me a head coaching. Give me a general manager, head coach candidate that you'd like to see in Washington. And call in 927-7284. If you dial in, that's 661 Warpath. I wish I could have got that in like a 703 number or something, but they didn't let me. So yeah, you can call in here and I'll pull you up and we'll get you. So yeah, give me something you liked. It can be, and be creative with it if you want to. Something you like, something you didn't like, and then give me your general manager, head coaching candidate that you'd like to see here in Washington. As I go through these comments. Oh, you do want a right guy. Okay. Mike saying, who we playing right tackle if we didn't have Wiley? Come in right tackle. Oh, I got you. Right guard, Cosme is awful. It's better than Wiley. Sorry. Injury. Yeah. Yep. Man, that's what I said. 56-14. That was a bad one. Cornelius Lucas at right tackle. I forgot Ricky was hurt. Oh yeah, you're right. Let's see here. Lost in tie last year to get to the playoffs. Louisville is winning. Oh, Louisville's winning. Oh, look at that. It's a Thanksgiving miracle. Are they supposed to be better this year, Marcus? I don't know. I know. Okay, here we go. All right. Oh, we got Alex here. What's up, Alex? Give me a second, buddy. Give me a second. We'll get you on here. Share. Let's see. I'll do this. Might be a little bit better. No, that's not better. And okay, here we go. Okay, talk to me, Alex. I think everybody can hear you now.
What's up, man? I'm the first person to call in tonight. That's the first.
There you go.
How are we doing, chat room? This is Alex here from O Sugar Nation. I gotta start introducing myself now if I'm gonna be a regular caller.
There you go, buddy.
On the Warpath. Yeah, so you're talking about GMs here, man. Most of the GMs I like have no chance of coming to Washington. I like, Eric DaCosta. I forget the name of the Niners GM.
Adam Peters.
Being a Washington fan in Annapolis, there's a lot. It's Ravens country here, right? So I hear a lot about Eric DaCosta from Ravens fans, and I get so jealous because he's such a great talent evaluator, and they've had way more success than us in the last decade plus. They have way more success just for the fact alone that they have a ring in the last 15 years. I mean, shit. So,
they got two. They got two since we got our last one too.
That's one, yeah. The older Washington fans like to say, "Oh, well, we got three, you got two." Let me tell you something. They're gonna get a fourth before we get a. They're gonna get a third before we get a fourth. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You want to write that in ink? You can put that in ink.
I'm sorry. They will win a Super Bowl before we do.
I hear you.
I'm saying we're never gonna win another one, but yeah, that's I'm spitballing here. But for head coaches, I like Ben Johnson. I really do. The success he's having in Detroit right now, and listen, Washington is going to be a very attractive destination for guys in the offseason in 2024. And we have never been able to say that before. And I'm going to drop a hot take here. I think Josh Harris has done more for the culture in Washington than Ron Rivera has in 4 years.
Really? Wait, why you say that?
Why I say that? Well, what culture has Ron Rivera brought here? I mean, yeah, we were a mess when he got here. But it's like Josh Harris is the owner, so ultimately he has more power over the organization. So it's like, obviously, if you're the owner, you can do more for the culture. But as far as the team and the roster goes, that's the head coach's territory. But it's like, okay, John Allen, he does his weekend calls with 1067 The Fan, right? And he gives his thoughts, and they actually ask him, it's like, do you feel that Coach Rivera has changed the culture? He says, honestly, I do, because it was a mess when I got here.
Right.
So yeah, I think Ron was the right choice at the time.
Yes.
And in a stable organization, I think he would have been fired after last year.
Okay, I got you. That's fair.
After that Cleveland game where he didn't know we could be eliminated, Sugar, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was the birth of Old Sugar. That's
Oh, Sugar Nation. Yeah, absolutely, man. And then even after winning that last game against Dallas, it's like, yeah, in a stable. JP Finley said this after the Browns game last year. He says, in a stable organization, a loss like this with the playoffs on the line, you would have to. Everything is on the table. You might have to clean house, but because at the time it wasn't a stable organization, and it's not a functional organization, and all that jazz, right?
Right.
You're not going to fire Dan Snyder was not going to fire Rivera because he still had to pay out his contract. It's like, why would he fire him when he knew he was going out the door? So, right.
Yeah, I mean, they can't pay the water bill either, Alex. So
no, they can't.
They can't pay the water bill.
The stench of Snyder is still in the building.
Yes, true.
Gone,
yeah,
but that's just Snyder problem. Did that ever happen in the 24 years he was the owner?
No, I don't think so.
Oh my God!
Yeah. I mean, shoot,
I'm not gonna blame the Harris ownership group for that. I don't think that's.
Yeah,
I don't
that
know.
can. I mean, that can happen to anybody. I mean, we've all
That
had
can
issues.
happen to anybody.
Yeah.
It can happen to anybody, but it only happens to us.
Right. Yeah.
Right, which is why we're so pissed.
Yeah.
And I was at my neighbor's house watching the game yesterday, and I try not to be too animated during the games. I try not to swear or anything. But I was at my neighbor's house.
Me too.
As soon as we turned it over, like it was like the fourth or fifth fumble or something, or turnover or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting down most of the game. I stood up and I think I might have said about 7 cuss words I've never said before. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
but
nice.
I think I cussed like every sentence. It was like F this every other word. And my friends are behind me like, yeah, Alex, get it out, man, get it out.
There you do, bro. Yeah, hey man,
Yeah,
I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you.
And Ron Rivera needs to answer the questions, man.
Yeah, I saw some crazy.
Why won't he answer the damn question?
I don't know, buddy. I have no idea. I've been asked. I asked that question too.
Stream. Oh, and by the way,
yes, sir.
I did not use that Commanders chant. Okay.
I think you did. That's why we
lost. I didn't use it.
I think you did, buddy. I think you did. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
No. Oh, sugar, man. I did not use it, man. I don't believe.
Oh, man.
I started laughing my ass off when you started. I believe we're going to get our ass.
Yeah. And we did. Look, see, I believed it. And I spoke. Hey, man, we spoke it into existence, though.
Listen, that chant that's a great chant if the team was actually good.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Steve, like I said, the Oakland A's, right? Stephen Vogt was a great player. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in Stephen Vogt. Like, it made sense because he was a good player. The Commanders are not a good football
They aren't.
team.
They aren't. They're not
no.
a good football
and
team.
honestly, I know our record's 4-7. I think we're the worst team in the league because we've lost to Chicago and New York twice.
Mm-hmm.
No other team in the league. I mean, there are teams that have lost to Chicago. No one can say they've lost to the Giants twice. I mean, I know it's a division rival thing, but still, it's like, how do you lose to a team that bad twice? It's not a Daniel Jones thing anymore. It's just a New York Giants thing.
It's it's 2 backups. Yeah,
we're coming into these games like, oh, Tyrod Taylor started. No Daniel Jones. But Daniel Jones turns into freaking Vanilla Vic when he plays us or something like that. And then we play Tyrod Taylor and we lose. And we score 7 freaking points. And then we play them like a month later and then we lose again. That is the worst offensive performance I have seen in probably since the Browns game last year when Wentz threw 3 interceptions, like 2 in the first quarter or some crap like that. I mean, it was very Wentz-like because interception, second throw of the game, a lot like Wentz in the Browns game last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just a mess. And it's like I often ask, because like I started watching football because of my grandmother, and she passed away in 2019, January 2019. I often ask myself, would she want me to expose myself to this shit? Because I know she would have wanted me to still be a fan, but honestly, it's so painful. It's like I don't know if she would have wanted. I'm glad. I never say I'm glad she doesn't have to watch this team anymore.
Right.
Because I told her one day the Skins will get a ring, and we're not the Skins anymore. But one day, hopefully, get a ring. She got to see 3 championships before my time. But,
there you go.
Right.
Yeah, buddy. Shoot.
So it's all good.
Alex, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the support. I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. And, we'll do this. We might do this Friday. We might do this Monday. I don't know. But I appreciate you as always, brother.
Yeah, I would do it Monday if I were you, because Monday Afterpill just has a nice ring to it. And we can't eat Thanksgiving. You can't even have Thanksgiving dinner in peace now.
No, you can't.
And
hopefully
Jack Del Rio's key card doesn't work on Friday.
I hope that all the key cards don't work on Friday. Jack,
all right,
Ron,
man, I'm out. Hey, they're all going to be gone on January 8th. It doesn't matter.
My man, that's right. Appreciate you, Alex.
Oh, sugar!
Yeah, we can be eliminated. Shout out to Alex, my man. Yes, indeed. I mean, you can't look. I like how who he threw out there. What's up, Unc? Yes, I tell y'all all the time. I got Detroit Lions fans in the family, and they have been long suffering. They're celebrating. They beat the Bears. They're 8-2. Man, it only took them 3 years to get to this point. And they got a quarterback. Good for them. We're losing 10-3, 40-10. We might, bro. We might. Appreciate you, JQ. Appreciate everything you do for the community. Thank you, brother. 6 turnovers is just ridiculous. Marcus, what's up, man? Yes, indeedy. Happy Thanksgiving. Ella, damn you, Dan Snyder. Am I the only one that cannot say that with a straight face? I try to say it with a straight face, but I still have the anger. See, look, Unc's still watching. Yeah. Man, y'all celebrating. Y'all celebrate, bro. I can't be mad at you. I can't. I wish. I'm jealous. I'm jealous that we stink. We stink. It is what it is. How am I feeling today, Art? I'm doing okay. I'm better. Like I told y'all this before. I get over it after a while. I just like give me time to sulk. I wasn't even really mad. I wasn't. As my wife should tell you, I wasn't even in a bad mood. I got a little bit. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. I said, no, you don't save it. I said, I might be mad on Thursday, so leave it alone. I said, let me save this aggression for Thursday because I probably need it. This is what I hate. I hate Washington playing on Thanksgiving week because many happy Thanksgiving. Many of y'all know my birthday is tomorrow, and I like to enjoy. I like to take my day. I take my birthday off just for the heck of it, right? But the ultimate birthday present is if we can get one win either before or after my birthday because it's usually on Thanksgiving. And I don't think that's gonna happen this year. I'm not gonna get one in front of or behind this year. And yeah, not good, boys. Not good at all. She might be very happy Thursday. I'm probably gonna be sleeping upstairs or on the couch. That's what I'm probably gonna do. Cause I'm not gonna be like it's funny. Like so before, like the first time, like when we won back in at the end of the season, I couldn't find her. I thought she didn't call me or anything after the game, and I thought she went in witness protection. So yeah, I mean, now if we do win, which that's probably not gonna happen, and I'm probably not gonna take us to win, she would. Yeah, she would. Oh, I wasn't mad. No. Oh, no. I was mad yesterday. I was mad. Oh, I was hot. There. No, today I'm good. I'm fine. I'm good now. No, I ain't lying about it. Yes. Oh, yeah, I was hot, man. I was hot as fish grease. I was hopping mad. Get over it. Yeah, he didn't answer the question. Like Ron didn't answer the questions. 11 right now. I think they're minus 11. Appreciate the like, Unc. Appreciate that. So we're minus 11. We're plus 11 dogs. Will we cover? I don't know. So what's it? Oh, somebody try to call. Call again. I don't know why it didn't go through. Y'all want to call back? I just got a call. It says I got a missed call. I think it might be Hawk. Yeah, I think it's Hawk calling. Yeah, Hawk, call back in. I think it's his number. Anyway, let's take a look at some of the Monday Night Football. We'll take a look at Monday Night Football tonight. We'll go across the NFL and take a look at how about that Sunday Night Football game as Josh Dobbs loses his first start in the Minnesota Vikings uniform. And that was a good game. Denver Broncos are back in the thick of it. They're 5-5. They're on a 4-game winning streak. And Russell Dangerous Wilson is and Sean Payton. They are looking like they are a force to be reckoned with here. in the back end of the season. And it really all started just a few weeks ago. It started about a month ago. And when people had left him for dead, which we tend to do, they came up and aroused from ashes. Like the biggest joke about them was, let's see here. Hey, Charlie, appreciate the like. Thank you. Whoa. Let's take a look. Of course, on Thursday, it was the Ravens beating the Bengals 34-20. And we know how that went. Joe Burrow's out for the season. Jake Browning's going to be starting quarterback there. So, yeah, that's what you got. Unfortunately, they meddled. They kind of meddled, did the Bengals. Now I think they're going to bottom out here. Dallas 33-10 over the Panthers. They get a well-tuned machine. Could we beat the Panthers at this point? Or would be they get right team? I think the Panthers probably beat us. I wonder what the point spread is for Dallas. Here we go. We got a call coming in. Harlem Shake Hawk is in the building, boys and girls.
You know what it is.
He was hiding in the bushes, though. He was hiding in the
Harlem
bushes.
shaking. It's your boy Hawk TV. Shaking everything. Corey,
What's up,
a.k.a. on the Warpath, man. What's going on, man? I know.
Thriving and surviving, bro. That's all we can do, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And
did your hot water work this morning?
Yeah.
Thank God for hot water.
Yeah. Thank God for hot water. And I just want to say, not only are you thriving and surviving, but man, you are thriving more than Ron during this stretch of games right now, man. I mean, first the Giants, 31-19 was the final score.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the game, and like everybody, excuse me, I'm not going to say everybody, but like most people, I wasn't surprised. I wanted the team to win, but it was like, you know what? Some way, somehow, they're going to give it to you like that. And sure enough, man, 31-19, and this was a home game too. And it's like, man, like, you know what?
Home game for the Giants. Yeah, it was a home game for the Giants.
Yeah. You're right. Courtesy of Paul Airbnb.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, wow, like, you know what? Tommy, Jersey Shore, DeVito. No, excuse me. Yeah. Tommy, Jersey Shore, DeVito. I was getting ready to call him Danny DeVito, but no, but it's Tommy. Tommy DeVito, Tommy Jersey Shore DeVito, whom probably ate breakfast with his mom and dad.
Yes,
shout out to mom and pops. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? You all raised a great young man, all right? You know what I'm saying? The fact that y'all's baby boy was able to get into the NFL and just go ahead and come into D.C., the nation's capital, and he brought home a win. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? I bet you they conversed during the dinner table. So, Tommy, how was the game? Oh, Mom, it was great. The coverage was just suspect. We were able to go ahead and, make things happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You can just imagine the banter that was shared during that dinner, okay?
He ain't lying.
I mean,
no, Mommy probably said, Mommy was like, hey, he's like, Tommy, get up in there, boy. What's wrong with you? Go in there and take a shower.
Right.
Go in there and take a shower. Right. You smell like the Manhattan River. Get out of here.
Get out.
You smell like Queens, man. What you doing?
I'm telling you, man. And I'm just like, and dude, when I tell you, I'm disgusted, but at the same time, I'm not as hyped up. Well, I'm not as mad about it because it's like, again, y'all, we haven't won the championship since 1991.
Mm-hmm.
We've had more bad years, than our playoff appearances. And I am disgusted. Praying for going into the next season again with all of that cap space, and hopefully we're able to add more draft assets in the off season. But I mean, y'all. Let me tell you something. The one thing that I will credit Dallas is that more times than not, when they're faced off against bad teams, they know what to do with them.
Right.
They, they lost to I believe they lost to the Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Okay. Outliers. But for the most part, they know what they do when they see food. They, they get their utensils out and they go to work. And I believe that that's what they're going to do on Thursday when Washington strolls into Dallas.
Well,
they're going to go ahead and get those utensils out and they're going to go to work.
They're going to carve some turkeys up.
They're going to carve some turkeys up. And I'm just like, you know what, man? Teron, I saw the press conference. And I'm like, damn, man. I mean, both of them. Though. I mean, the one after the game and today's press conference. I was just like, man, you know what, man? Ron, you know what I'm saying?
Ron,
yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, it's almost like, you know what? What was that scene in Friday After Next? Rock is stuck between he's stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah.
I mean, it is bad, man.
I'm appalled.
And I'm appalled.
Wow, he just a brother.
He's appalled. Yeah, man. And it's just like, it ain't gonna get no better because I'm telling you, if you don't, again, the only thing that'll somewhat quiet the noise is if we pull off the unthinkable.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Alicia Keys. You know what I'm saying? If we do the unthinkable, will that make us go crazy? That might make the whole football world go crazy.
Yeah.
If we're able to go ahead and get this daggone win. And not only that, but them daggone Dolphins, man, it's a whole track meet. Yeah.
Oh, you're right. And I kind of look at it too, Hawk. Tommy DeVito did something he would have did on his stunt double on The Sopranos. He delivered smack to FedEx Field.
He delivered smack to FedEx Field.
There you go.
Hey, man. Hey, you know what? He did that. Unfortunately, you know what? We were on the worst end of those side effects from taking the smack.
Oh yeah, we did. You want some smack, bird? That's exactly what happened in there.
Yeah. Man, unfortunately, we were on the again, not so good end of the smack. Now we got to go ahead and take our show down further south.
That's right. The clown show to. Hey, well, at least look. Here we go. I'm going to ask you this, Hawk, before I let you go.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
What will be more? What's going to be the fakest thing there on Thursday in Texas? Is it going to be this Red Kettle campaign for the Salvation Army? Ron Rivera's press conference, Eric Bieniemy's play calling, Jack Del Rio's aggressiveness on defense, or what I'm looking forward to, or possibly Dolly Parton.
Ooh.
And God knows Dolly's a good woman. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. But like she said, she's
a national treasure. She's a national treasure.
Yeah, she is a national treasure. But like you said, she said it costs a lot of money to look this cheap. And that's kind of what the Commanders look like. Hey, that's what the Commanders look like. We cost a lot of money to look this damn cheap.
Yeah. I mean, I'll say this. I kind of like. I mean, at this point, Ron's press conferences, they can't get no worse. So I mean, you know what? I can miss it. You know what I'm saying? You're saying because after it's not yet a drubbing until it happens, but I can imagine how Ron would look like post Dallas Cowboy drubbing on national television.
Oh yeah, oh man, he gonna look like he gonna be look like he baptized in the fire.
Yeah. So my answer would have to be probably, you know what? Let's just go with old Dolly because she's still hanging in here.
She is
amongst the middle. You know
that's right.
She's still hanging.
Dolly and the twins.
Dolly.
But you know what? I'm just glad. it can't ruin this though. On Thanksgiving, I say this. I'm just gonna pray to. I just hope Ron and them don't mess up the Thanksgiving dinner. The greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, the lambs, the rams, the dogs, the cats, chicken, turkeys, fatback. You name it. You name it. Oh man.
All right, OT Dub, man. Man, look here, man. As always, man. Thanks for just sharing your platform to us all, man.
Yes, sir.
We love you, man. We appreciate you, man. And last and foremost, man, wishing you a happy of Thanksgiving, man.
Thank you, sir.
Of Thanksgiving, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you. Love you too, brother. And I love everybody on here too. So thank you.
Hey, anytime, man. Hey. Because at this point, you know what I'm saying? Again, my goddamn content creators are winning more than my damn football.
Hey, man, that's I like I said, at least we talk about football. At least we're not talking about somebody's baby mama got ran over by a truck or all kinds of crazy. Like, that's a positive. That's something to be thankful for. We talk about talk about football stuff in November.
Football stuff in November, because I guess what? I mean, we damn sure ain't gonna be talking about it come playoff time.
Well.
All right, man.
All right, Hawk. Appreciate you, brother.
Man, peace. Anytime.
Peace, bro. Shout out to Hawk. Man, Hawk is the man. And if you want to call in, make sure I'll stay on here for a little bit, but y'all know, call in the number right here at the bottom. You see scrolling's coming in. And all you gotta do is do 661. Then you type in Warpath. You call me. We can talk about the game. We talk about a little bit. I do have the structure if you don't know what you want to talk about. But let's go back here. Marcus had some good point. He said Lewis Reddick here in or Alex Hallaby. I don't know, where is he from? Before I go back to the scores, I think we talked about him. Okay, from the Eagles. Gotcha. He's Howard Roseman's number 2. Gotcha. Let's see. What's up, Charlie? Charlie over there on Facebook. Trying to expand the platform. I feel bad for all of you that didn't live through the glory. You know what? I appreciate that. I hear it all the time, but you know what? I don't think anybody should feel sorry for us, because we chose this. Our ass could have went somewhere else. Like, I could have been a Ravens fan. I could have been an Eagles fan. Hell, God forbid me if I had been like a Panthers fan or something like that too. But we chose this. We chose this life. This life didn't choose us. We chose it. Stay there. Stay over there. Hello, how are you? Just craziness. Anyway, yeah, I appreciate it. Like, I hear OG Glover, OG from what's it, DC Bay. That's what I call him Carl all the time now. Who comes on Ed Oliver's show all the time. He said, I feel sorry for all these people who didn't see the glory days. I'm fine with it. I'm waiting on it. I'm just biding my time. It'll happen eventually. I might be old and gray. We might went through 3 or 4 name changes before then, but it's all good though. It's all good. I need competence. I just need competent winning. Like this is what I get sick of when I hear these damn Steeler fans talk about Mike Tomlin and they don't like what Mike Tomlin's doing. Matt Canada's offense is terrible. I get it. Y'all still winning, doggone it. Y'all got us a couple of Super Bowls. I only got 1, right? You don't got 1 since they threw it out there. No, they got 2. Yeah. Cal won 1 time and won 1 early. They maintain, they give you an opportunity. They've been to AFC Championship games. You've had a quarterback. Granted, he liked to play lacrosse a little bit too much. But hell, y'all had it. So they miss me. These people miss me on this. Let's see here. Hopefully the team can get back to being a winning organization as soon as possible. Yes. A winning organization build in the trenches. Yes, we need to do that on offense Add better linebacker. Yeah, I've heard this story. I've heard this story too. Our linebackers are terrible. They are useless in pass coverage. Like there's no freaks in our linebacker, which that's another thing that gets me mad about Ronnie Jean and Jack Del Rio. Is the fact that they were linebackers. Jack was a pretty good linebacker in the NFL. And I say this ad nauseum, and it pissed me off because I keep on saying it. They can't get the damn linebacker spot together. We can't get it right. Whether it's drafting, see, my cat even agrees. Whether it's drafting, whether it's finding somebody in free agency, our best linebacker since Ron's been in, Kevin Pierre-Louis? It ain't been Jamin. Cole Holcomb, maybe. Like the linebacker spot has become what the safety spot was after Sean Taylor died. Like we couldn't find it. Like we had Dejon Gomes and name's the special teams coach for Baltimore, Chris Horton. We had guys like that. OJ Atogwe. You got LaRon Landry shooting up steroids, couldn't cover anything. Probably couldn't even cover up his steroid bill. That's what the linebacker corps, like when we had, you said decent linebackers. That's what I want us to go back to. Like at least let's have decent linebackers. But no, we didn't get that. Will Compton, give me Mason Foster again. Give me some of these average, below average. Hell, at least they would fight. Will Compton go out there and fight in battle. We haven't really had any good linebackers. Since what? Joe Gibbs was here. Anyway, that's the same position. Yeah, I don't think tight. I think tight end. I think you need a game changer at tight end. I really do, Marcus. I think like your Brock Bowers type who's going to come out here. I think you need an elite hybrid tight end. We haven't had a damn good tight end since Jordan Reed. Y'all take this right. We've had 3 probably top tier tight ends in our time here. Jerry Smith, who reinvented the tight end position back in the 70s, was like one of the very first pass catching tight ends. Chris Cooley was here, and then Jordan Reed. So recently, probably in our last 20 some years, we had 2 of the best tight ends, and the team's franchise couldn't do anything. I like Logan. I think he's a good dude. He's an okay player. He's a local guy. He's from Lynchburg. He went to Hokey Chokey High. That's another reason why he doesn't know how to win anything. Because what Virginia Tech does, they choke too. But I don't know. Like I think the tight end spot's just like the linebacker spot, just like the safety spot was. Thank God for Cam Curl, who we should go ahead and re-sign because he is one of our B+ players. Shout out to Roger. The team has beat Dallas and Dallas on Thanksgiving before when we weren't supposed to do. So can it happen again? Dak is known for throwing pick sixes too. And they're known for getting picked. Now remember, Art, let's talk about this. Let's keep it a buck. Dak wasn't playing that day. He didn't play that day. They had Andy Dandy Dalton. And then they also had, I think they were down to like their old line. Their whole line was decimated too then. So, and the defense was a little bit better. Our defense was a little bit better at that point. That's when we had the best linebackers since the Ron Rivera. Hey, this is the time where you got to go out there and play Jabril Cox, right? Bates is below average. Turner never shows up. And Logan's getting older. Also injury prone. Yes. We need Chad Dukes on the program. He's a Tennessee Titans fan now, bro. I'm heading out, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving, Corey Louisville. I knew it. I told you, Marcus. I knew it was going to happen. Good point. Good point, Corey. Thanks. I try hard. I wonder if I was a kid in 2023, would I be a Commanders fan? Yeah, probably not. Hell, my neighbor's kids. One of the boys came with their twins. I don't know which one it was, but they was like, hey, the Commanders suck. I'm like, boy, go. I said, go somewhere. I said, Dallas sucks. They be choking. I'm getting in a fight with middle schoolers over this stuff. That's how protective I am of it. Let's see here. I take my. I would too. It starts next year, y'all. No, it starts right now. Let's see here. Steelers probably won't ever let Tomlin leave unless he's a has a god awful. Yes, because they're smart. They're smart. That's why. They know what they have. Where's Cody Barton? Cody Barton just got activated off the IR, and now he's in that 21-day window to return. So maybe we might see him against San Francisco. I don't know. Yeah, London Fletcher, that's it. Dynamic Dave, what's up? Corey, I hate how our team always plays scared against the Giants. You can see it in our players' faces and body language. I hate how the Giants have our you and me both. Like, it's like they forget to play. It's like we're like the damn like we the damn Monstars or something. We had to steal people's talents. Like, we go out here, like this same team that goes out here and goes toe-to-toe with Philadelphia twice, goes toe-to-toe with the Seahawks, and then they lay a brick, they shit a brick against the Seattle Seahawks. Against the New York Giants twice. I'm going to say I have seen us beat the Giants once. I can't say that. But it's like they forget everything they do, and then they get sloppy. Turnover, interceptions, fumbles. Let me look at the game book here real quick. I'm pretty sure on our first couple of drives, we turned the ball over. Right? Let's see here. There it is. Let's see. No, interception, fumble. Then we scored a field goal. Punt, touchdown, end of half. And then this is the second half. Fumble, field goal, fumble, interception, touchdown, interception. We literally, every other drive in the second half, we started out with a fumble, bounced back, got a field goal, then fumbled the ball again after a 5-play, 45-yard drive that was at the New York Giants 35. Then you had an interception after the fumble. Then you had a throwaway touchdown. Then another interception. Then it was the end of the game. Because you know what? Mabel Simmons, Medea himself, Isaiah Simmons, went and took one to the house on us. Like, in what world? And how many times did Sam even get sacked? I didn't know how many times he got sacked here. Sam got sacked 4 times. So you mean to tell me that the Giants sacked him, 10 times this year? God. Yeah, Marcus Washington, Antonio Pierce. Our fan base needs to be patient. Remember, in the offseason, all we really wanted this year is Dan Snyder gone. We got that. Our competing will start next year. Yeah, I hear you, Levi. I hear you. But you can still compete this year. Let's see. Oh, wow. After they change the name. Let's see. Can we just forfeit the last 6 games? And we've seen enough. We can't do it. Can't do it. Y'all can also come. Like, look. This is therapy for all of us. This is therapy for all of us, so we can come on here. Like I said, y'all can call the number, call in the hotline. Like Paulie says, you get on the couch. Let's see here. Giants get beat on everybody else and play inspiring football against us is what makes it more frustrating. Facts. Logan's fumble was an excellent play by one of the safety. Yeah, but he got to hold on that damn ball too. Without Sam, this team would be worse than the 2019. I agree with that, Lamar. Sacks got canceled by our turn. Yeah. And let's see here. Yeah. Okay, I read that one. All right. Fan base has been patient for 32 years plus. Yes, we have been waiting that long. Yeah, we've been waiting a little bit. I mean, what? 31. Give him one more year. One more year, Hawk. One more year. We've been waiting that long. Yeah. Let's take a look. Okay, across the way. We stopped at the Steelers, the Browns. No massage issues there. The Browns win 13-10 over Pittsburgh. They're still 6-4 on the Steelers. Detroit 31-26 over the Bears. They had to come back and claw back against the Bears. It's a division game. It's a division game. We did win in 92 though, so they give us a little grace, right? Yeah. I know. Let's see. The Packers surprised the Android Chargers 23-20. And boys and girls, I've got to play this quick. Like, if you think Ron Rivera had lost his mind, Boy Genius has lost his mind. Brandon Staley. Let me see. I gotta find this for awful announcement because I really want to play this off for you. Y'all think Ron went off? Brandon Staley. And they're supposed to be, they some people were thinking these guys were going to be Super Bowl contenders. They thought these guys were going to be Super Bowl contenders. Let's see here. He went into meltdown mode. Let me see. Share the screen. Share screen. Brandon Staley. Here we go. Y'all be able to hear this. Here. Look, this one. This is hilarious.
We got to bring this group together and do it consistently. Okay. And that's where it's at. So you can stop asking that question.
Stop asking that question.
I'm going to be calling the defenses. Okay. So we're clear. So you don't have to ask that again.
You don't have to ask that question again. Even on his bad days, he hasn't given that attitude to Scott Abraham. Here's another one. At least Ron does talk to his fan base.
I'm not here to talk to the fan base. I'm here to talk to my players, the locker room. I know that we give ourselves a chance to win every single week with the game plans that we have.
Yeah, okay? Going for it on and 4th and 20.
We have done it here. You guys act like we've never played good defense. That's not the truth. That's not the truth. You act like we haven't made any improvements. Today in the run game, we played outstanding. We're rushing the quarterback well. What we got to do a better job of is in the passing game. And that's where our full attention is. And it's where it will continue to be. There were a lot of other things that caused us to lose today. It certainly wasn't our defense. It was the way we played as a team. We didn't play well enough on the red zone on offense. We dropped too many passes. Okay, we gave up a few killer sacks. Okay, we did this as a team. Stop making it about one unit because that's not what happened out there today. Our team lost.
How long are we going to see this out around?
I am fully responsible for it.
Yeah, you
are.
I
take full responsibility. But we lost as a team today, and that's
the story. And then here's another one. Love how Brandon Staley's response to a question about Quentin Johnston's drop include he made a lot of big plays in training camp. This one was funny, too.
It's not coming out from your perspective.
Well, you were also at training camp, and he made a lot of big plays in training camp, too. So you need to do, your reporting justice because he had a really good training camp, and he's improving as a player.
Ooh.
He had a tough down there. We're going to keep going back to him. He's going to be an outstanding player. We love coaching him, and Justin's going to continue to go to him. And the more he plays, the more he's going to be able to knock down, opportunities like that.
Damn. Y'all, we thought Ron Rivera had it tough. We thought Ron had it tough, too. That's wild. Texans. C.J. Stroud threw 3 interceptions, but they went 21-16. The Jaguars 34-14 over the Titans. They're 7-3. The Dolphins survive a close one. The Raiders got 5 wins, too. 20-13. And then we know our score. We don't need to repeat that again. 27-14, 49ers over the Bucks. Bucks are now 4-6. 7-3 and Chase Young is now 2-0 in a 49ers uniform. It was the Bills all over the Jets, and the MILF Hunter himself fell on his butt. Literally. 32-6. The Rams edge out the Seahawks 17-16. And then it was another 1-point game. Broncos 21-20, like we talked about there. Your bye week teams were the Falcons, the Saints, the Colts, and the Patriots. Falcons are at New Orleans. Excuse me. the Saints are at Atlanta. The Colts host Tampa Bay, and the Patriots are at the Giants. Well, they might get another win then. They might get another win with the Giants. So I appreciate y'all pulling up and chit-chatting with me today. Appreciate Hawk. Appreciate Alex coming on the talk and everything. And then I appreciate the super chat from Eric Barber. Thank you, guys. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all on Facebook. Appreciate y'all on Twitter. But y'all know till next time, we keep that same damn energy. And we all appreciate you, Art. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. That is tomorrow. But until we see possibly Warpath Wednesday, might do something tomorrow. I don't know yet. But I will let y'all know as soon as possible. Till the next time, y'all, we keep that same damn energy. So we outlast the bastards together. I'm Sanchez 405. Love, peace, and hell. 8 playoff appearances in 32 years. Let that sink in. It's already sunk in. And these 2 losses to the Giants have sunk in well. Next time, love, peace, and hell. We're out of here. Somebody play my damn theme music so we can get out of here. We out.